Hey, it's Lee. 9 months to 100 kilometres. It's now over 9 months because this past week, can't believe I'm saying this, this past week I completed the 100 kilometres. 86th out of about 560 participants. Don't get me wrong, the majority of them were walking, where I was running, jogging, walking. But 86th out of 560 odd or something like that participants, the top 20%. Who'd have thought that 9 months ago? 9 months ago, who thought that I could actually move for 17 hours and 54 minutes? That's how long it took me. 7:30 start, 1:24 finish. And who'd have thought that I would have actually been able to complete it in one piece without getting injured? This last 9 months has been the most challenging, the most emotional, the most rewarding, the most I don't know what the word is, but I guess humbling experience of my life. But it's also taught me, proven to me, that anything is possible. Absolutely anything is possible. The biggest reason that we don't achieve what we set out to achieve is because we put the limits and the ceiling on ourselves. My dad makes me smile because he likes to tell people that 9 months ago I wouldn't even run for the ice cream van, which is true. And my mum, when I told her what I'd signed up to do, she said, "What have you done with Ali?" So, because it was so far removed from my comfort zone, from what I do, never physically pushed myself at all. But this last 9 months has been just amazing. I've not had an alcoholic drink in 9 months. I've been training 3-4 days a week for the last 9 months. I've lost I lost about 1.75 stone. I lost my third toenail 2 days ago. I think I've got at least another two that are going to drop off over time. So that'll be 5 toenails I would have lost through this. But I've gained so much. The biggest thing that I've gained is just the absolute belief in myself. When I finished the London Marathon, I shared 5 lessons, and it created the acronym. First, I said the F is fuel your body and mind for energy. I is in the moment to respond and react. R is right foot forward to keep progressing. S is support and encouragement to build accountability, and T was train properly. And I've reflected on those 5 things as well to see whether those are the right 5 things, but which I'll share with you very, very soon. But I just want to say, firstly, thank you. The whole at the end of this episode, I've created a little video because when I was going round the ultra, 62 miles, 100 kilometers, still makes me smile when I say that. I created a little video that captures my thoughts as I've been going round the course, the challenges that I've had, any worries and thoughts, and just my feelings as I've been going on. Some pictures of the family and stuff like that. And I've watched the video now a few times. It just makes me feel like really good, not because of what I did, but because of what it created. I've mentioned and referred to Ian a few times, and Ian, a chap I work with, he promised me, committed to me at the start of this journey that he'll help me do it safely, without injury, and succeed. And absolute man of his word, he did. He used to take me, we used to go out running on a Tuesday night. He'd send loads of WhatsApp messages, but on Saturday, which was when the event was, he turned up at for 7 o'clock. I was starting at 7:30. He turned up, met my family, and watched me off the start line. Then he went to various different locations to cheer me on. He supported my family to get to different locations, and he turned up at the finish line 18 hours later to cheer me over the finish line. Amazing. So grateful for the for his contribution. My mum and dad, the wife and the kids, my brother and family, his family, sister and her family, all supported me on Saturday. It was a proper team effort. It felt like a proper team effort as well. The effort that all them went into to moving from one place to another, fueling themselves, knowing to be in the right places, making sure that I had the right level of support. I cannot thank them enough for that. It was a proper team effort. I might have been the one that did the 138,000 steps, but they were with me all the way. Then there's the sponsorship as well. I've just gone over the £2,000 mark, I think it is, for the 9 months to 100 for the 100-kilometre challenge for cancer research. Amazing. That's more than I thought possible. £4,000 for the London Marathon again. So like £6,000 has been raised for the two things. But I mean, maybe £8,000 with gift aid or whatever it is, and that just makes me smile so much. So Macmillan and cancer research have benefited from a bald bloke with tattoos trying and learning to run. Ridiculous. So like I said, at the end of this, I'm going to play a video that's got the journey that I've been on. But I just wanted to say thank you for joining me on this journey. But when I posted that I completed it, there's a guy that I've had the pleasure of working with, learning from, attending some of his sessions, Michael Finnegan, who said about SMART goals. If anybody speaks to him about SMART goals, he'll have to poke them in the eye, because he said A, being achievable, it should actually be ambitious, and that sparked a thought in my mind. I've kind of run with it a little bit, but it's absolutely inspired by Mr. Finnegan. And I've also reflected on the first acronym, and what I wanted to try to do was to summarise my lessons. That's what's actually helped me achieve what I've done, and it's an acronym, SMART first. So I'm encouraging everybody to be smart first before to achieve whatever they want to achieve. So goals, they need to be smart, right? You've probably got a definition of what those things mean, but I want to reframe your SMART goals. S, specific. So what is it that you're trying to achieve? M, meaningful. How can you make it mean something to you? Get the emotion from it. A, ambitious. So don't put a ceiling on it. Achieve what you want to achieve. R, results orientated. So like with the end in mind. What is the actual thing that you're trying to, what's the outcome that you're aiming for? So specific is about being targeted. The M is about making it meaningful. The A is about being ambitious. The R is about being results oriented, and the T is time bound. What is the time frame for when you want to complete it? I had 9 months to achieve 100 kilometers running, walking, crawling, and I did it. But how I did that comes into the first part of it. So I set a SMART goal. It was meaningful. It was specific. It was ambitious. It was results oriented. I wanted to raise money for charity. It was time bound. It was 9 months to 100 kilometers. So that's what my goals needed to be. But then to achieve them, you need either to be, or to have these 5 things that spell out the word first. You need to fuel your body and mind before and during. It's so important to have the right fueling strategy to fuel your body and your mind, because without the right levels of energy and the right thoughts, I would not have done what I've done. You've got to be in the moment. So the I is in the moment to respond and react. Being present. I thoroughly, maybe thoroughly is too strong, but I really enjoyed travelling the 62 miles, seeing Lake Windermere in the condition it was. The sun was shining, enjoying, looking forward to and seeing the family at each of the different checkpoints, chatting to people as I was running. There was a few people that were chatting in groups. I saw them trying to take selfies of each other. I offered to take 3 photographs of groups of people whilst I was jogging around, selfishly because I wanted a little rest. But just to be in the moment and allow me to help them create memories of their thing as well. So being in the moment to respond and react is fundamental. The R is having the right preparation, whether that's the training, whether it's the kit, whether it's your supplies. So having the right preparation, that's what the R is. The S is having a supportive team, and blimmin' heck, did I have a supportive team. That's the one thing that has really stood out for me about this whole experience, is how important it is to have a supportive team. A few podcast episodes ago, I said about I was far happier to let myself down than others, but having a supportive team meant I was letting them down, and that's not what I wanted to do at all. So having a supportive team made me accountable to them, because I didn't want to let them down. That was so important. And the T is taking one step at a time. In the video that I'll share in a minute, I speak about trying to walk up a hill, and I tried to take a big stride. My foot ended up next to the other foot, so I didn't actually move forward, but that was my first one, and then I kept making little steps to get to the top of the hill. So if you want to be and do something that pushes you out of your comfort zone, you've got to be smart first. So set smart goals, but either specific, meaningful, ambitious, result oriented and time bound. And then once you've got that smart goal, it's about being first. And to be first, you've either got to be, or to have, fueling your body and your mind in the moment to respond, react. Have the right preparation, have a supportive team, and taking one step at a time. The only way I could complete 62 miles was by taking one step at a time, and I did it. Less than 18 hours, 138,000 steps. Unbelievable still, but I've got to believe it, because I actually achieved it. And it was only by being smart first, setting the right goal, and then doing the things that I just mentioned in the first thing. So I just want to thank you for joining me on this journey. I think this is the final episode in 9 months to 100 kilometers, because the 9 months are up, and 9 months ago couldn't run for toffee or the ice cream van, if you speak to my dad. 3 months ago I ran the London Marathon, and less than 1 week ago I completed 62 miles, 100 kilometers in less than 18 hours. Blooming heck, amazing. Just look at what's possible if you want it to be. Thank you for joining me on this journey. It's been amazing for me. Have fun, and anything is possible So what is your possible?
Just 2 miles in, 60 miles to go, or shall I say 2 miles in and just 60 miles to go. Feeling good. Weather's a bit naff, but feeling good. Nearly 5 miles in, I'm feeling warm, but doing alright. Good view. Twelve kilometres in. Breathing has increased a little bit, heart rate's increased a little bit. But still feel really, really strong. No issues with legs or blisters or anything. First checkpoint done, 7 checkpoints to the finish. Right, 10 miles in. Absolutely beautiful day now, but starting to feel it. A little bit achy in the legs. I had my first bit of doubt. Been up a big hill. Go open again. I've been up a big hill. And that was the first time I doubted myself and whether I'd be able to complete it, but I will complete it. "25 kilometres, a quarter of the way there. I'm tired, but still no doubt what I'm going to do it. I was thinking then whether I was doubting myself or not. Not doubting myself. I feel good, just a bit tired. A third of the way there, joined by Roberto. Still feeling alright. Legs are a little bit achy and sore. I can tell I've run a third of the way. I'm in uncharted territory. I've got past marathon distance, so I've never really run this far before. Hopefully I can see my family, which has been amazing. Had Rob running a leg with me, and I've seen Ian a number of times as well. It's just super supportive. It just keeps me going. Without the support of others, that's what probably gives me a little bit of a perk. So 43 kilometres to go. 43 kilometres gone. 57 kilometres left. I'm not recording for a while because the weather has been hot and my phone has been in my bag because I've not got any pockets. But we've just hit 80 kilometres. We've just had a cheese and ham toasty and a cup of coffee. So 20 kilometres, 12 miles to go. That's all we've got now. Things are going all right. Oh, there you go. There's been a big hill, and I know I said I had some doubt right early on. I had some proper doubt walking up this big hill behind Cartmel because I tried to move forward and my foot went to the side, so it was like I didn't actually take a step. But when I got to the top of that hill, it was alright. But it took me a lot longer than I wanted to. It was horrible. What I've also realised is that I can run on roads and I don't like off-road. What happened as well, just before the last checkpoint, I was running through the woods and everybody's pretty spread out, so you don't see anybody for ages. And it was well signposted, but I thought I hadn't seen a sign for ages. So then I started to worry, thinking I'd gone the wrong way. But in reality, I hadn't gone the wrong way. It was just my head worried about having to, or getting lost, or because there's nobody else around, and having to do more distance. But 12 miles to go, 20 kilometres, and as you can see, jogging. So we're gonna do this. Don't think you can see me, but I'm still here. Head torch is on. It's getting dark now. Last checkpoint, just gone through. 15 kilometres to go. I'm walking because I'm going up a hill, and that's my strategy. Again, no real dark moments apart from the night time and the things that I mentioned in the last video. But they may come. Apparently, there's one more big hill that just goes up. And hills are not my strong point. As if running this isn't enough, the 10k out had us. Right, more than 99 kilometres done. My guts feel terrible. My legs are in so much pain. I just want it to be over with. And it very nearly is. Very nearly is. It wasn't actually as bad as I was expecting it to be. The dark moments weren't that dark, which is a blessing. Probably about 400 metres to go to the finish line. Right, about 200 metres to go. Nearly there. I'll take you through to the finish line. Who knows what this will be like, who knows how many people are going to be there. So I'll take that way, that's the finish line. It's through there. Just a few more arrows to follow. Nine months ago, I couldn't run for toffee. 3 months ago, I ran the London Marathon. And today, I completed an ultramarathon. And there's the finish. Get ready to hear my mum. Right, thank you. Thank you. There we are, amazing support. Thank you so much, thank you. Cheers.